All right. You're welcome. So there are a lot of things that I'm going to be showing us today. Today is just going to really be like an introduction. Victor, please stop that. Today is going to be like an introduction to everything, and then we are going to. This is going to literally be our course outline for what we want to be looking at first. For today, we are going to be talking about market structure, like I said in the group today. And then we're going to be talking about break of structure. And then we're going to be talking about change of character. And then we're going to be talking about advance. Let me give this space. Advanced market structure. Now, again, I said we're going to be talking about market structure. Guys, I want you guys to listen to this part attentively, please. Um, Everything that concerns forex trading, if you understand this thing that I drop here well, you understand it properly, you already understood 30% of forex trading. If you understand all this, the remaining psychology, money management, and all that will come, right? But then understanding this is going to really help your trading journey a lot. Now, before we dive into all this, I'm going to be talking a bit about our broker, the broker I'm going to be using, right? We're going to be using the derivative broker, right? So we're going to be using the derivative broker. So let me talk about that a bit. So this is the derivative broker right here that we're going to be using. Now, I dropped the link to create an account on their account, I think today. So if you have not yet created your account, you need to create your account. Now, with this, let me even see what account am I currently on here. Let me see. Okay. So with this derivative, actually, we are going to be doing a lot of amazing things, right? We're going to be, we're going to be doing a lot of amazing things, like we're going to be flipping account, turning small account into a big account. We're going to be doing a lot of things, right? Now, one thing I always do is, now I think, let me see what account is this. Now, one thing I always do is, I have an account with there that I don't overtrade, but I use proper money management. And then I also have, guys, can you hear me? I don't know what's wrong with my network. Let me just connect to this one. All right. So I have an account that I don't overtrade, and I have an account that I. All right. Now look at this account here, for instance, right? This is an account I traded. This is one of my accounts, guys. This is an account I started with $50 on this account. Now, I like to create account for each. If I want to start, like for you guys now, right? If I want to start the challenge with you guys, I'm going to actually okay, I'm going to actually just create another account. Now they flip with the main thing. So I'm going to create another account. I'm going to create another account for that. So we'll be able to see exactly everything. As you can see, this account is a new account. I started trading on the 28th of June. And as you can see, on the 28th of June, we started withdrawing $55, 130, 100, 90, 90. This is over $1,000 in a few days, 29, 31. Like in just few days, we withdraw over $1,000 here, as you can see. All right, so those are the kinds of things that we're going to be doing, and that's what I'm going to be teaching you guys. Again, I'm going to be teaching you two methods: how to trade this profitably with proper risk management. Now, flipping account like this, trust me, is flip account. You are turning small account size and large account size. It comes with a very large degree of risk. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but then with proper knowledge, and still with that, we're still going to be using proper money management. We'll be able to we're going to be doing something like this now for this program. We're going to be doing something like this, either 50 or $100. Let's say $50, right? We're going to be what's it called? We're going to be targeting 40% per day, and then we're going to be using doing that for 14 days. Like we can literally be doing just one or two trades every day. Now this is how it's going to work. Let me show you guys. Easy. Let me show you guys how it's going to work. Just watch. Let me show you how it's going to work. Let me just do a brief. Again, I'm just doing introduction. When we get into the whole thing, I'm going to be explaining properly, all right? So this is just me, um, trying to introduce you guys to the whole thing. So this is how it's going to work. Let me just do a quick brief explanation of this. Now we're going to be trading actually on this Deriv platform, right? Of course, I'm still going to be teaching you guys or dropping signal on the MetaTrader 5 and all that. But then for this program, we're going to be trading on the Deriv platform itself. Now watch. We are just going to select whatever asset we want to trade on. Let's say we want to trade on volatility 10 index, for instance. And we are going to be trading the touch stroke, no touch trading type. And I'm going to briefly explain this. Now, here we have what we call duration. I can choose how long I want my trade to last. Unlike trading on the MetaTrader 4 or 5, where you just place a trade, set a stop loss, take profits, use lot size, and all that. Here is different. I can say, okay, I want my trade to last for 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, 1 day, and all that. I can do that. And we are going to take advantage of that a lot. Now, as you can see, duration, you can set whatever duration you want here. We're probably going to be using 5 to 10 hours duration. Let's say we are using 5 hours duration. We're using 5 hours, right? I'm going to be dropping signals. This is what I'm just going to do. I'm going to tell you, go to your account, right? Go to touch stroke, no touch, and that's how amazing this is. Set your duration to 5 hours, and then there's something called barrier. Now, let me quickly explain what this trade type, touch stroke, no touch, means. This touch stroke, no touch, it has two things. You can either purchase the touch or purchase the no touch. Now, what it means is if I say touch, right? Let me just go to 6. So I'm going to show you guys an example. I want to show you guys an example. Let me switch to the demo account first here. All right, so let's switch to the demo account. Now, this one, ticks is way faster, but then let me just use minutes so we can understand this properly. 2 minutes. Right, so guys, for touch, look at the return for touch. For touch, return is 172%. So if I'm using, let's say I'm using $10 as my stake, here you can still choose how much you want. This is my demo balance, $74. I can choose how much I want to trade with. All right, so let's say I'm choosing $10 to trade with. All right, and the return is going to be 172%. So if I purchase this touch and I win, my payout is going to be $27, right? Now for no touch, the return is 52%. So if I trade this no touch and win, I'm going to be getting a payout of $15, right? Now, one thing you should notice, the difference in return. Look at this one, 172%, this one 52%. Now, a big one thing you should notice, the higher the percentage return, the lower your chances of winning. The lower the percentage return, the higher your chance of winning. Now, that does not mean that you cannot win touch if you purchase touch, or that does not mean that you cannot lose no touch if you purchase no touch because the percentage return is low. No. What it simply means is the chances are higher for no touch than touch. But then the biggest determinant to whether you lose or win a trade in this scenario is the direction of the market. That's why we still need to understand this. We still need to come here, understand the markets, and take the knowledge we have here and put it here. It's as simple as that. Now, let me take a few examples, right? So we understand the touch stroke, no touch concept, right? So if I say no touch, for instance, all right, let me just bring this down to 1 minute so we can see everything clearly. All right, look at this. Now, look at this thing here. This line here is called the barrier here, this thing here. If I'm saying touch, I'm saying I want the market to move up and touch that line. This line here that is moving. If I say no touch, I'm saying the market should not go up and touch that line. It's as simple as that. So let's take an example. Let's go for no touch, for instance. Remember, my duration here is 2 minutes. Again, you can choose whatever duration you want. I'm choosing a 2-minute duration. Look at this. I'm saying for the next 2 minutes, I do not want the market to move up and touch this line or this barrier for the next 2 minutes. And you can see there's a countdown here. But it's as simple as that. If I say touch, I mean for the next 2 minutes, I want the market to move up and touch that thing. All right, it's as simple as that. But then you still need to understand the movement of the market to be able to predict whether the market is going to go up and touch this or not. And that is where understanding the first market comes in. That is the beauty of uh what is it called? Our market structure. That's the beauty of market structure. Now let's see how this one goes. Let's see before I continue trading. Now for market structure, the thing I'm explaining right now. Now look at this. This is a beautiful downtrend. As you can see, the market is currently going down like this. Here, we expect it to go down like this. So that is why market structure is very, very important, because with market structure, you'll be able to know. Now imagine the market is doing something like this, right? It's going up, it's doing impulsive retracement, higher high, higher high like this, higher low, higher high. I can literally just put my barrier here and say no touch. And then the market will just do whatever it does, and then it's just going to go up like this, and I've made my profits. It's as simple as that. So this is exactly what we want to learn and master. Guys, if you can learn and master this, let me show you. I'm going to show you an example. Like, look at this. This one I just took here is 52% in 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, as you can see. But then we are not going to be using 2 minutes duration even. Minute duration is too risky and all that. As you can see, it's already going up and all that. It's very risky. We're not going to be using that small duration. We have like 6 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1, go. And then we won the trade. We've won $5.23. Now, this is how we're going to actually be doing it on the long run. Again, we're not going to be using the 2 minute duration. Instead, we're going to be using the longer duration. Imagine we're using like the 5 hours duration, for instance, right? All right, let me show you guys an example. Let me show you guys an example. All right. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. Let me try and take a trade here. Let me show you guys an example. I just want to take a rough trade right here. Okay, this one is not good. But then I just want to show you guys an example right here. Now, this one is clearly a downtrend here. But then for me to take, I'm not going to be taking a trade like this. The reason for that is, look at this. I said something yesterday that immediately there's a break of structure. There's already a break of structure here. You should anticipate what? A pullback. Right? So we're expecting this market to come back a little. When it comes back to this level and it wants to start coming down again, that's where we're going to put our no touch here, and the market is going to come down like this. So that's what we're anticipating. So I'm not going to be taking a trade there. Of course, we're still going to be doing proper analysis. I'm not just going to be looking at the whole thing roughly like this. So we're going to be doing proper analysis. Now let's see this one. Let me see. Okay. This market are not really good today. Right, but then let me see. I want to give you guys an example. Let me try and use this one. Let me see if I can use this one. It's not too good though, but then let's see. So what I'm just going to do here, remember, I am doing 5 hours duration. I'm just going to drag this barrier like this. And I'm targeting what? 40%, right? Look at this. This 37%. This 40%, right? And I'm going to use what? I'm going to use my total equity 79 and do no touch. 40% no touch. Now, we just need to be able to do, guys, this is it. We just need to take a trade like this. Either one, sometimes I'm going to take two, we're going to be taking 2 trades per day sometimes. 2 trades per day means you are targeting 20%. Now, doing this, what I just did here, for 14 days, is going to take off your $50 to 5,500, and it's going to take your $100 to over $10,000. And we are just going to be doing this with proper analysis. All you just need to do is take the signals. This is how I'm going to give you the signal. Go to volatility 25 index, touch stroke, no touch, duration 5 hours, and I'm going to give you the value for this barrier. Value 18 point minus 18.573. And use your stake and go for no touch. It's as simple as that. Now, we are still not going to be risking everything. We're still going to be having stop loss. We can say, okay, we're going to be having 20% stop loss, or 10% stop loss. So once our equities, we have minus 10% or 20% here, we can sell this and take our loss. It's as simple as that, guys. Now imagine we are targeting 40%. We are targeting 40% per day, and then we are looking at 20% stop loss with 40% take profit. It's as simple as that, guys. It's as amazing as that. And then we do that for 14 days. We'll be able to turn $50 into $5,000, or we'll be able to turn $100 into $11,000. And then we're still going to be withdrawing along the line. It's not just that we're going to just wait till we get there, right? So this is exactly how we're going to be doing it. So this is exactly what we intend to do. But then for us to do this, is going to be for those only in the VIP group. So if you're not in the VIP group yet, you'll be missing out on a lot of all this. Again, of course, we are still going to be having free classes like this where I'm going to be explaining uh market structure and everything. You can get all this knowledge for free, but then taking my signals and trading with me and trying to flip account like this, you won't be able to participate in that. So this is exactly how this whole thing works. Now, before we even get started, for those that will be in the VIP group, before we get started, we're going to first practice with the demo account first. We're going to be taking few trades on the demo account so you know exactly how to take your trades before we now go real, before we now do the whole thing. All right. So that's exactly how we intend to do that. That's exactly how we intend to do that. Add then the entire VIP group now. Again, the VIP group is, if you want to join the VIP group, just send me a DM on WhatsApp. It costs $30 to join, right? $30 to join the VIP group, right? So let's continue here. Let's go back to what we have for us for today. All right. So today we are talking about introduction to market structure, right? Introduction to market structure, break of structure. Now, guys, this is beginning forex for beginners, right? If you're new to forex trading, you will understand all these things properly. All right. But before we talk about market structure, there's something we need to talk about. Again, probably I'm going to be talking about this market structure and everything tomorrow because there's something important that we need to talk about. Something important we need to talk about before we actually start talking about market structure and everything. So we need to talk about candlestick. Again, I want to talk about this. Teach you guys this as though you understand nothing about forex trading and all that. So we're going to be talking about what is candlestick, candlesticks, and we're going to be talking about time frame, candlestick and time frame. These are very important things that we need to know before we even get here. Because a lot of people, if you don't understand candlestick and time frame, there are a lot of things you will not understand about market structure. All right. So if you do not understand candlestick and time frame, so what is candlestick? That is the question. What is candlestick? Now, once you once you open the forex chart, those that are new to the whole thing, you'd notice that you would be seeing all these red and green things that looks like a candle. Right? Look at this. These are what we call candlesticks. All these things here. Candlestick, candlestick, candlestick. Now, the reason they call them candlestick is because they look like a candle. It's as simple as that. They just look like a candle. And that's why they call them candlesticks. Because they look like a candlestick, right? So that's why they call them candlesticks. Now, the green candlesticks signify, or it means that the market is going up, right? If you see a green candle, it means the market has moved to the upside or is moving to the upside. Just like this, let me show you. The red candlestick means the candlestick or the market is going down. So green means it's going up, red means it's going down. Now look at this. Let's start from here, for instance. Let me zoom out on this. Now look at this. Now, another thing you would notice in these candlesticks is they have some of them have this long tail. They call them wick or tail or this lines here. Now, what that means is, look at this. Let me start from this one. This candlestick or this candle started from here. It moved up. That's why it's a green, because a green candle means it's going up. So it moved up. So candlestick tells us the history of what has happened in the past, all right? Candlestick help us to know what has happened in the past, all right? So it's just, and it helps us to be able to do analysis, know what's going to happen in the future, so we'll be able to predict what's going to happen. That's why forex trading is not gambling, right? Because the candlesticks, with the help of the candlestick, we can see what has happened in the past, and we'll be able to predict what will happen in the future. So this means the candlestick started here. It moved up to this level. Now, this wick here, that tail or that line means the candlestick moved up to this level. It moved up to this level, came back down to here, and finished here. Now, this one started here, came back down at the point. This was a red candle. It came back down to this level because if it's going down, it's a red candle. So it came back down to this level, went back up to this level, to this top, right? And came back down here and ended here, right? This one started here, went up to this level. At the point when it was at this level, it was a green candle, right? It went up to this level and then came back down to this level and then came back up to this level and ended here. This one started here, came up a little, come back down a little, and then ended here. This one started here, went up here, came down here, went back up a little, and here. This one started here, came down a little there, went up to this level, came back down to this level, and here. Same as that. This one came down to this level, was a red candle at a point, went back up to this level, ended here, started here. So that's what the candlestick means. Now look at this one here. This one that is currently moving, well, at the point it came down to this level, it became a red candle. Now it has went up to this level. Now it's currently here. All right, it's still going on. It's still moving. It's as simple as that. Now let me show you guys how the candlestick actually moves. Let me show you guys the actual movement of this candlestick. Guys, can you hear me, please? My network is a bit terrible tonight. That's why I keep asking.
I hear you.
All right, all right.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. So I want to show you guys the movement, the actual movement of that candle. All right, so let's see. Now look at this. If you watch, you see how it's moving. You see how it's moving. Now we're still going to be talking about time frame. This is a 1 minute time frame. So this candle. Now let me just talk about the time frame. Each candle is going to be, since I'm on the 1 minute time frame, it means each candle is going to last for 1 minute. Like as you can see, look at the time here. So after every 1 minute, a new candle is going to start. Now let's watch this candle. Let's kind of monitor this candle. As you can see, it's going down. It has turned into a red candle. As you can see, it's coming down. It's going to be a red. As long as it's coming down, it's going to be a red. So as you can see, it went back up again. That's giving us or created this tail. So what this tail means is it has gotten here before. It is not here anymore, but it means that it has gotten here before, as you can see. So let's watch. We have like 30 seconds more for this candle to finish and for another one to start. And that's what candlestick literally means. All right. So we need to understand the movement of the candles before we can actually even understand. As you can see now, it's now start going up. It has turned into a green. Now that doesn't mean it has not caught in here before. It was a red before. It got here. Now it has turned into a green. Now it has turned back into a red. As you can see. So it ended here. Now it means that it got here, but it came back up and ended here. It's as simple as that. This one has started a new one, and then this one, see, this one has gotten here. That's why we have the tail. It's now going up. It's as simple as that. So we need to understand all these concepts. All right, now let's go back to let's go to the time frame. If you come up here, you are going to see we have 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, 24 hours. Now, what this time frame means is if you are on the 1 minute like this one now, it means each candle is 1 minute. It takes 1 minute for each candle to be formed. All right. If I go to the 5 minutes, it takes after every 5 minutes, the current candle. See this one now. The next 5 minutes, another new one is going to start. It's as simple as that. 15 minutes, each candle represents 15 minutes. It takes 15 minutes for each candle to be formed and to finish. 1 hour, same thing, 24 hours. It takes 24 hours for each candle to start and form. Now, look at this. Please mute your mic if you're not saying anything, please. Someone said the VIP group is $20. It's actually $30. Yesterday, I was doing a discount. Right? It is $30 actually. So look at this. Now, look at this one. The reason you are not seeing this one move is because it's on the 24 hours time frame. It's on the 24 hours. So 24 hours means each candle represents 1 day. All right. That's what that means, right? Each candle represents 1 day. But then what this one candle means, what it means is if I go down to the 4 hours, it means this 1 day candle, this 24 hours candle you're seeing as one candle. If we go down to the 4 hours time frame, it's going to be divided into 4 hours, right? It's still the same thing, right? All this thing is the same thing. Let me just go down to the 4 hours now. You are going to see it's the same thing, right? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? This 5, 6, like this, all this candle like this is one candle on the 24 hours. But then if you go down to the 4 hours, you are going to see exactly how they are formed. You're going to see them in 4 hours, right? If I go down to the 1 hour, It's still the same thing, but you're going to see them in 1 hour like this. This one now is you're going to see them 1 hour. It's going to be separated into 1 hour. This one to 1 hour, 1 hour like that. Let's see. If I go to the 1 hour time frame like this, as you can see, it is the same exact candles, but then just that it is separated into 1 hours like that. So this is going to help us when we get to top-down analysis, when we're doing our analysis from the top down analysis. So we'll be able to see exactly what is happening. See, there are a lot of things you are not going to see in just the 24 hours time frame on this one candle. But then if you go down to the smaller time frame, like the 1 hour, you're going to see them clearly. Now look at this. On the 24 hours, it is just one candle. But then on the 1 hour, we see that the candle actually move up like this, go like this, go like this, go like this, go like this. But then if you go to the 24 hours, it is just one candle. You're not going to see each of all these movements. It's just one green candle. But the 1 hour, it is not just one. It shows you the exact movement of the candles, right? How they are moving. Good evening. Now, if I go down to the 15 minutes, you are going to see even much more details, right? If you go down to the 15 minutes, you are going to see exactly how they are actually moving in the 15 minute time frame, right? Just like this, as you can see. But again, if you go to the 24 hours, it is just one candle like this, but it's several candles, right, on the 24 hours. So you're going to see why this is very important as we dive into the whole thing. All right. So that on candlesticks and time frame. All right. So this video is being recorded for those that are just joining for the first time. The video is being recorded. So I'm going to post the recorded version on YouTube, and then I'll post the link in the WhatsApp group. So you can also go through it for those that are not here. So please, if you're on my YouTube, please uh, click the like button and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate that. All right, so let's go back to this. As you can see, we are already in profit. Now, this is the trade we took just when we just started. All right, how we're going to be taking our signal. So already making $6 profit, as you can see on this trade we took, right? This we're already making good profit. All right, we've already made 50% or over 40% of the total profit that we're going to be making. All right, so that's already almost made half of the I could literally decide to sell and take my profit here. It's something you can actually do. You don't have to wait now for the whole 5 hours anymore. We have like four hours for something minutes remaining. We don't even have to wait. We can just sell here and take our $7. Remember, our profit here is going to be uh okay, we're targeting 40%. All right, we use $79. So we can literally just close this and take 85%, $85 or wait the whole thing
Yes, sir.
out.
First thing, paper is not available.
Please mute your mic if you're not saying anything. So as you can see, we're already in profit. So taking a trade like this,
Okay.
just a trade like this for 14 days, that's what we're going to be working on very soon. I want at least 10 people in the VIP group before I get started with that. 10 people in the VIP group if I get started with that. So we're going to be doing this. You can either come in with $150, and then with that, we'll be able to turn $100 into $11,000. Now, for those that are doubting if that is true, if that is real, if we can actually do that, I actually have a video where I was able to do that in less than 14 days. Actually, I think in 9 days, I was in 10 days, I was able to turn $100 into into 10,000 plus, right? In 9 days. And I have a video of that on YouTube, so you can go watch that. And we're going to be doing exact same thing. All right. Someone said, please, let's pay the $20. Give us grace till 12 a.m. today, please. All right, just send me a DM, actually. Just send me a DM. All right, so we're going to be doing that together, all right, for those in the VIP group. Once I get 10 people in the VIP group, again, I do not want a lot of people there, right? Because, of course, once we start getting to large equity, once we start getting to $2,000, $4,000, $5,000, if you see, I've done this before where I had a lot of people and then it was very, very difficult, maintain and everything. So many people were still making mistakes and all that. So I don't really want a lot of people in the VIP group at all, actually. Right. But then we're still going to be having our free classes here in the free group where we're going to be doing all this properly, where we're going to be talking a lot about market structure, advanced market structure. We're going to be talking about order block, liquidity, fair value gap, and in understanding all these things, you're going to be a professional. You're going to be a pro with forex trading. So tonight I'm going to be going live on TikTok. Yesterday, my TikTok actually got banned because I was talking about money, 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 dollars and all that. My TikTok got banned, and they are going to bring back my TikTok probably in 2 or 3 days from now. But I'm actually going to be using another TikTok account to be going live today. So I'm going to be dropping the link in the WhatsApp if you really want to join and learn more and all that. I'm going to be talking about market structure in there, just like yesterday in the on the TikTok. All right. So just join if you're interested. Again, we've talked about time frame and candlestick today. I don't want to jam pack us with a lot of information at the time. Besides, again, there are not a lot of people on the live section tonight, just 9 people here. So I don't want to be going uh too fast. I want to take this. Guys, it's a journey, right? We're not in a rush. We're going to spend a lot of time together and all that. So I'm going to be taking all this thing one step at a time so we digest the whole thing. I'm even going to be giving assignment. If you really want to learn forex trading, you really want to understand how this whole thing works, just participate. That's just see. I'm doing this one for free, guys. The only thing that is not for free is the VIP group where I'm going to be talking about this platform here and how we can make money with this, and we're going to be making money together. That's the only thing I'm not going to be doing for the free group. Now, for the free group, I'm going to be teaching you everything about forex trading, right? You can literally go and use the knowledge to trade yourself and do whatever you want to do. It is uh not something I'm supposed to even give for free, but I just like the idea of teaching as many people as possible. But then, of course, I cannot carry everyone along here. As you can see, we're already making $11 profit here. This is not a trade. I even do proper analysis on. I did not do a proper analysis on this one. Guys, you saw when I was taking this trade. As you can see, we're already making $12 profit here, as you can see. So we can literally take out this profit, sell this, take our profit and all that. So we can do that. So let me just sell this so we see how this whole thing works, all right? So let's sell this. And then we've taken our profits just like that, right? Same thing as loss. See, I will not tell you that every day is going to be rosy and sweet like this. Not every day is going to be rosy and sweet like this. Sometimes we're going to take wrong bad trades, wrong entries, but then we still can cut our losses. We are going to have a 20%. Of course, we are targeting 40% every day, but then we're going to be having a 20% stop loss, 40% take profit. So once we see, if I let's say we're using $100 account, for instance, we're using $100. Once we see -$20, right? Let's say day one we had -$20. Once you see -$20, we are cutting our losses, we are closing the trade, we're taking our stop loss, we are taking our loss for that day, right? So we're having a $20 stop loss, $40 profit. Now, this trading technique is very, very profitable. That chances of having multiple losses in a row like that is very, very slim, right? We can see for the whole of the 14 days. I'm not going to see sometimes we're going to have 14 days, 14 wins, right? But sometimes we're going to eat stop loss maybe once or twice, right? 20%, 20% once or twice. And we're going to be even the next day we take our 40% profits, we'll be able to recover our 20% we lost the previous day. So this is a very crazy safe way. Even with me considering this a very risky way to trade, it is still very safe, right? It's still very safe because we have a 20% stop loss and a 40% take profit. So that's how we're going to be doing it. Now, guys, this even there's so many methods I'm still going to be showing us, but that's not something I'm going to be talking about just yet now. All right, so we're going to be seeing how the whole thing goes. So I'm going to be giving room for questions now. If you have any question, I'm going to be stopping this whole section tonight. Now, because today I'm going to be going live on TikTok, and tomorrow we're going to have a lot of members joining us again. So tomorrow's Zoom meeting, we're going to start the market structure properly. Today we still talked about candlesticks and time frame, which is a very important topic also. So I'm going to upload this video on YouTube. So those that are joining later on will be able to watch and be on the same track with us. So by tomorrow, they won't be confused when we start the whole market structure series. All right. So I'm going to give room for 2 questions. We only take 2 questions before I end this section. Right. So anyone with any question? Any question, you can either type in the chat or you can say something. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I don't actually have a question. I just want to thank you so much for your teaching. I really enjoyed it and I'll be following you throughout. I just want to appreciate you for the good work. No much questions today. Thank you and
Yeah,
God
yeah.
bless you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Now, again, I'm going to tell you why I am doing this, right? Now, let me tell you why I am doing this, right? The reason I am doing this is because, guys, trust me, I've been in a very, very crazy situation. Like few years ago, I was in a very, very crazy spot where, to even eat was crazy, right? To even eat, right? Sometimes I could remember I was in my house, not even in my house, I was squatting with someone. And then I was starving, right? I was able to get Gary from someone and all that, but then to get water, the water in that environment is not drinkable. I had to buy pure water. I do not even have money to buy pure water. Like it's that bad. I did not even have an Android phone. I could not do anything. I was just stranded. And I promised myself that one day, if I ever have the opportunity to, you know, to leave this state and all that, I'll try and help as much people that are ever in my state and all that. All right. So I tried to do that. So when I started trading, I started making good money. Um I started, my life started changing gradually. And at the point I made crazy money, I made a lot of money and I lost again. And that's how I was able to come up with this method. Guys, do you know that there are some times that I will take $10 and I'll turn $10 into $100 and $100 into $1,000 with this method I'm about to show you and teach you guys. So, guys, again, if you are not in the VIP group, because that is not something I'm going to be sharing for free, that's something I'm going to be sharing in the VIP group. How to flip accounts is a very crazy skill. It's a skill that you're going to use for the rest of your life. Because I could literally be broke right now and I'm going to take $10. I'm going to I'm going to deposit $10, right? I'm going to deposit $10, and in a few days, I've turned the $10 into $100, and then I'm going to turn the $100 into maybe 500 and $1,000 and all that. Guys, the video I shared, I said that is on YouTube. I turned a $100 account into 10,000 plus, $10,000 plus. I turned 160,000 naira into over 16 million. So let's not use dollars, right? I turned 160,000 naira into over 16 million in less than 2 weeks. In less than 2 weeks. That is what you're about to learn, guys. And then it is not difficult. It's just an example I just showed you now. Let me show you. Let me just really talk about this properly. Guys, you can just use the knowledge you have in with market structure. That the market structure I'm about to show you. You can use the knowledge in that, even if that is the only thing you understand. This is just what you're waiting for, right? You're waiting for something like this to happen. Let's say it's an uptrend. You have higher high like this, higher low, higher. We know the next thing we're expecting is what? A higher low like this. And then when this higher high is happening, put your no touch barrier here. And then the market is just going to do all this and go up. Like sometimes it's going to do crazy shit, but then because the market is an uptrend, it's still going to go up like this. And then it does not come here. You've taken your 20, 30. Now, guys, let me show you something. Let's say you don't want to take any risk, guys. If I do not, let's say that's the last money I have on it, right? I do not want to take any risk, right? I don't want to take any risk. I just want to do, let me show you guys. You should just to see how crazy this is. Let's say I have just $100 in my life, right? It's a do or die affair. If this $100 goes, I'm dead, right? So I'm just going to do 10% every day, and I'm going to do that for 1 month, right? 10%, 30 days. That is 1,645. $1,645 profits. Now, how easy can 10% be? See, this is what I'm just literally going to do. Let me show you how easy 10% can be. All right, let me show you. I'm just going to be placing, I'm just going to be placing, please mute your mic if you're not saying anything. One trade per day. Imagine, I just going to say 24 hours, right? The higher the duration, guys, the higher the duration, the safer the trade. The safer the trade, the higher the duration. Now look at this. I'm just going to drag this down like this till I have what? 10%. Guys, look at this. This is 13%. I know that, guys, even if this one here, this is an uptrend, as you can see. It's clearly an uptrend. This is like 25 index. Even if this thing wants to calm down, it's going to, we're just going to do our analysis and see, okay, if this thing wants to even calm down like this. Again, I'm not going to be taking this kind of trade. I want, again, after, let me just go to that thing. Let's analyze this market, right? Volatility 25 index. Let me get this off. That's why you need to be able to do your analysis properly. So let's see this. Hold on. Okay. So what you just need to do is try to note where, of course, a break of structure has happened here, As you can see, we already have what? A break of structure. I say once there's a break of structure, always anticipate a pullback. We're expecting what? A pullback to happen. Right? If the pullback happen, where is this pullback going to come to? Where is it going to go to? I'm going to now try and check out what? My other block. This is an other block here. Right, the market could literally get to this level, and then is there any other block here? Now look at another thing here. Is there's liquidity here? Of course, the market might want to take out all this liquidity, and then there's still another block here. So this one is not my point of interest. This here is my point of interest. The market is likely to get to this my other block instead, because I can see liquidity up there. Now these are the things that we're going to be talking about a lot, right? You're going to understand all this thing properly, right? And then there's still another other block right here. So there are three other block in this move here that the market could literally get to. But then the one that I'm interested in is this one here, right? Is this one. So what I'm just going to really wait for is for the market to, I can literally trade this market to the downside. Once I see a change of character, once I see a change of character in this level, right, I'm going to just take this trade to the downside. So there are a lot of things that we're going to be learning. And then, guys, you could literally target 10% every day. Is it possible to flip $5? Guys, you can flip any amount. You can flip $2. Guys, you can flip $2 and flip any amount. As long as you understand, please mute your mic. Let me even mute everyone here.
Baba.
Shebi, you follow me there now.
Oh, sorry, I mute my mic. I mute my mic. Oh, can't hear you. Sorry, 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 sorry. Yeah, it is possible to flip a $5 account. This is very, very possible to flip a $5 account. So one thing I usually do is, even with this going up, once I see, I can even trade against this trend, right? And what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for what? A change of character. Let me show you. I'm waiting for a change of character here. Let me show you what I'm waiting for to see here. Here now, let's go to the 15-minute time frame here, for instance. All right. So what I'm waiting for is a change of character. Now, guys, I said something before. I usually look for my point. Where's my point of interest here? This is my point of interest, the highest point right there, and the lowest, recent highest point and the recent lowest point. So what I'm waiting for here is either this to do this and break this break of structure like this, right? It's either it does this, or it broke this to the downside. If it breaks this to the downside like this, it means the market has wants to start what is the pullback. I'm expecting a pullback actually. So it means the market wants to start a pullback. So once it breaks this lowest point, I'm expecting what? Once the market now give me this, it's going to come down like this. All right. So, but then before any of that thing, all right, before any of that happens, this is my point of interest. These two plays here. I'm just waiting for the market to do whatever it wants to do, so I'll be able to then trade what I want to trade. All right. So that's just it on that. So, guys, if you really want to learn how to flip this whole thing, and it's a very, very it's a skill. Trust me. I don't know how much I can emphasize this. This thing has turned my life around, and I'm about to show you for just $30. Trust me. It's not about the money for me. I just don't want a lot of people. Trust me. If I'm giving it out for free, people won't take it out serious. But if I really want to charge for this knowledge, I'll charge as much as $500. I charge as much as $500 for this. So you'll be able to flip any account. You can flip $10, $5. See, guys, if I get broke today, right? If I get broke today, all I just need to do is find $50 or $100 and give me few days, few weeks, and I'll have millions in my account. All right, it's as simple as that. So for those that really want to see for sure, I think I dropped the video link to the video in the group. Just go and watch the video on how I turned $100. I think I showed everything in there. $100 into $10,000 plus, right? And then we're about to do the same thing. We're about to once I have 10 people in my VIP group, we're going to be doing that together. I'm going to be dropping signals like this. Just in the next 14 days, we are going to be turning 100 or $50 into something amazing. All right. Do you accept Snera? Yeah. So for those that are interested in the VIP, again, I just need 10 people. I want to join this night. Yeah, send me a DM after this section. So for those that are interested, send me a DM. Once I have 10 people, we are going to start again, we do not really have to understand how to trade this before we can take signals. I'm just going to show you guys how to, impute the figures and just take your trade. We are taking no touch. So that's just it. So we can actually start anytime. So once I have 10 people in my group, we are going to get started. Right. So that's that on that. We're going to be ending the live section tonight. I'm going to be going live on TikTok later in the midnight. So if you are online or if you're awake, I'll drop the link in the WhatsApp group and you can join and enjoy and learn more. All right. So having said all that, tomorrow we are going to start the journey of market structure, right? We're going to start journey of market structure. You can see it's already going down here. So this is just what we're waiting for this to get down. So we're going to start the journey of market structure. And that's one you don't want to miss, guys. From tomorrow, don't miss any class. Of course, classes are going to be recorded, but it's not as though you are live, you're watching and all that. So do not miss out. Right. So that's it, guys. Thank you for joining the section. We're going to talk in the WhatsApp group.